The 2011 season of the Young Investors Stock Market Competition was formally launched on February 2, 2011, with the General Manager of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, Marlene Street Forrest, describing the partnership with Owen James's All Media Services as a positive one.
When you approach us, is it 3 years now or 2 years? Over 2 years. I was more than pleased to come on board. And the reason the stock exchange was pleased to come on board is that you have given such service to the market in respect to having persons understand about the equities market and the financial market in general. So we could not say no. We felt that this was a good synergy, a good relationship, and our analysis of it has proven that we did the right thing. Now it's the third season, and I'm happy again to be associated with the Young Investor Program. One of the major reasons that we are involved is that we understand that young people must begin to understand the whole business of investment. And not only young people here, but we have noticed that in other countries, especially the first world countries, young people are really adept at investment. They know what to do, and we cannot be left behind.
Owen James, the executive producer of the Young Investors, noted the success of the 2010 edition of the Young Investors Competition.
You know, I like to think of the Young Investors Stock Market Competition as the best Jamaican virtual stock market game, helping young people to understand and appreciate the market as an excellent investment option. Now look at what happened last year, when the team of Giselle Ann Bishop, Lemana Legister and Richard Azan Jr. beat a bear market with yields ranging from 25% to over 30%. I think we should give them a hand. You know, our heartiest congratulations to them. They not only did themselves proud, but they also stimulated a groundswell of youth interest in the market. And of course, that is one of our objectives, to stimulate youth interest in legitimate investments. We have seen what has happened, not only in Jamaica but globally, to people who got caught in get-rich-quick schemes.
James introduced the diversified team of Young Investors for 2011, a team which includes 2 first-year accounting students from the University of the West Indies, as well as a young student from Kingston Technical High School in the heart of downtown Kingston. He noted that the competition wasn't only about winning, but also a platform to encourage critical thinking.
The trio who competed last year, when we did our debriefing, which was made public over the last couple of weeks, we've been showcasing their broad strategies in investing in the market. They showed that they were thinkers. They studied the companies and they made their decisions. And that is what we are encouraging this year's participants to do. Don't just go out there and say because you like that company or you like products from a particular company, you just go out there and buy it. Study their P&L, study developments in the companies, look how they approach things like technology, look at how they are dealing with the recessionary trends, find out if they are innovators. Innovative companies which encourage high levels of transparency, always do very well in the long run. Companies which encourage succession planning, for example, are companies which engender confidence, and they generally do well. You look at the Gleaner Company, one of the region's oldest newspaper. In fact, only El Mercurio in Chile is older than the Gleaner in this era. And many would have thought that Oliver Clark was a fixture at the Gleaner. Oliver began his succession planning years ago. I had the good fortune to have spoken with him and the young man he chose to guide and nurture. And today Chris Barnes is the heir apparent at the Gleaner. You look at the Grace Kennedy Group and what Douglas Orain has done with Don Webby, a young accountant. And you look at the RJR Group and you see what Lester Spalding has done in terms of succession planning with Gary Allen, a career journalist. So these are things you should look for. These are the non-financial things, but these are things which engender confidence in companies. So I wish you all the best in this year's competition, and hopefully we'll continue to stimulate great interest not only among your peers but among those persons who wish to learn more about the stock market and indeed to invest in the market.
Each participant in the Young Investor Stock Market competition is given $100,000 in virtual money and is encouraged to trade each week. The weekly results are aired in the Personal Financial Program on a Personal Note on TVJ each Sunday at 1 p.m. Look out for the results for the 2011 season of the Young Investors this Sunday at 1 p.m. on TVJ.